All right, so welcome everybody. Welcome to the GEG Reunion, where we're going to be here to share what we've been doing lately and show you our favorite new tip or trick or tool. So let's go ahead and get started with our introductions. Let's get ready to meet the team. I'll start off. I'm Melissa Summerford. I am now, I'll tell you what I am. I'm a Cami Teacher Success Champion. I work for Cami, which is an amazing company. So if you haven't heard of Cami, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my tool and why I love it. But I'm so excited to be here with all of my friends, like who I met during 2020, y'all. Like, this is amazing. I'll let everybody go ahead and introduce themselves. Stephanie, we'll
I
go
think you need
next.
to click as we introduce ourselves, right?
Oh, I don't have one. Look who comes
There we go.
up.
So shout out to Clay for adding the mustaches. I don't know why it's not fun hats. I think that would have been a lot better than mustaches, Clay, but whatever suits your boat. So I'm Stephanie Howe. Can't wait to share what I've been up to the last couple years, I feel like, since we've done a live session, which is kind of sad.
It is. All right, who is next? Oh, there's me. Okay, I get a mustache. Who's next? Gerardo, you're next.
Hey, it's great to see you all and can have some time to share with you one of my favorite tools. I love Google Workspace, and especially we make mistakes. We make great things with dates, and I will show with you. I will share with you what about booking. It's a great tool. So
Perfect.
I'm from Mexico and I am happy to see you.
Perfect. Judy, you're up next.
Hi guys. I've been busy and I was so excited to meet a bunch of these people for the first time just a few short weeks ago, and that was pretty exciting. I didn't meet everybody, but I can't wait to meet them soon.
That's right. I know. I'm making a trip to Italy because I need to go there. All right. Rick is next.
Hey, that's me. I'm Rick. Uh, Something just went off in my place here. I am happy to be here. I'm in Bloomington, where I now teach computer science, and I'm going to show something. I don't remember what I put on the slide, but I'm sure it's great.
That's Rick, Mario. I need that drum roll. And we have Stephanie. She's not joining us, but she is part of our community too. So you'll have to give her a shout out when you see her on Twitter. Tell her that you saw this live recording. And next we have Amber.
Hi, so great to see all of you. Yes, it's been years. I am actually working for Pear Deck and I live in Florida now. I was in Colorado before when we were all together in the GEG group, and it's been already 3 years. This month is 3 years that I've been with Pear Deck. So it's been 3 years since we were all together. But yeah, I run our community outreach and advocacy programs at Pear Deck, and I'm super excited to be here to tell you about that, Pear Deck.
All right, perfect. Oh, we're getting more things on Rick's face come across. All right, and Louise.
So last but not least, I'm Luis Bertus. I am part of this awesome team, and it's been ages. It seems like ages, but it also seems like 3 minutes ago. So it's insane. And I'm so happy that we'll be meeting most of each other like in like 50 some odd days time. So it's gonna be insane in Sunnyvale. I'm gonna be talking about my new best friend, Google Bard.
Ooh, Google Bart. I'm interested to learn about that too. I've seen it all, haven't investigated yet. We have one more person who's decided to stay a little hidden, but he's gonna speak up. Ahmed! Or no, we need the A to the B to the I to the D. All right, here we go. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you've been doing.
Yes, it's me. It's me. It's the A, B, I, and the D. Back together with Global GG. That's all you need to know about me. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but yeah, no, it's amazing to be back together with everyone, seeing everyone's faces. It's been a long year and a busy year, and one filled with lots and lots of fun activities and adventures and ups and downs and all sorts of craziness. But yeah, we move along, and yeah, excited for the year ahead as well. And like Luis said, excited for the Google Champions Symposiums coming along. I'm hoping there'll be a few people coming to the Dublin one. I couldn't make it to Sunnyvale, unfortunately, but yeah, go Dublin.
Right. Well, we're so glad to be here just to celebrate our friendship and how we met and tell you about a little bit about where we are, where we're going. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, I'm going to go first. So I'm going to take it. Oh, no. Amber's going first. Amber's going to go. I think I just skipped me. Or no, I didn't. Okay, we're just going to go with it. We're going to come back to Amber. We'll come back. So I'm going to talk about Cami and Google. Like I told you, I've been working with Cami. I absolutely love what I get to do and all the features that Cami has for your students to really enhance the learning. It's just not bringing in a PDF. It's really bringing an activity to life with the tools that we have within Cami. Now, one of the things I want to talk about is our Cami extension. So if you look up here at your extension bar, you want to grab the extension. You can grab the extension from the Google Chrome web store. So grab that extension because if you have it, this is what you're going to be able to do. Let me show you. I'm going to go ahead and go into my Google Drive. Now, this is my Google Drive. Don't judge. It's a mess. But these are real activities that I use with some of my students when I was a teacher and an instructional coach as well. If you notice here, I have PDFs, I have slides, I have docs, I have all these things in here. Now, because I have an extension, I can either go to the three dots and go to Open Annotate with Cami and bring that in. And if you're wondering, Melissa, you could just share the Google Doc. Yes, I could, but I won't have the microphone, the voice, the comments, all of those things. I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like when you actually bring something in. And we'll do this one. It's a Google Doc, but I can bring in a slide. I can bring in all the things from Google. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this and watch what I get because I have that Cami extension. If you notice this button right here, it says Open with Cami. I can open this. I've shared this with my third graders, and guess what they do? Because I wanted them to go in and collaborate together. They end up deleting things, and then it's like, Miss Summerford, it's gone. So-and-so deleted it. That happens. Not with Cami. I'm going to go open with Cami and watch what it's going to do. I don't have to do any work because Cami's doing all that. I've opened this before, but I'm going to convert as a new file because I want my students to get the new updated version. I don't want to use the last one from the last class. And check this out. Look what's going to happen. Everything's going to be locked in place. They can't delete anything. And the things that I had linked in, like this was a video, it's going to be right there. My students can use the tools and I can even drop a video comment and use my teacher face. Watch this. Hey students, when that comes up, hey students, this is what I want you to do. I want you to make sure that you go in, complete this activity, and be ready to share from your small groups. And that's what my students are going to see. They're going to see a video that's going to pop up. And that's using the Cami extension to bring your activities to life. And next.
Whoa!
Emma!
Amazing. I need to be able to share my screen. So if you could hook me on up with that, that would be
It's not letting you share your screen. Let's see.
I
You
can
have to
be a
stop.
co-host and I'll be good to go.
Okay, let me stop sharing and see what happens. See, I mean, even in our world too, there's things that we have to change and
There we
correct.
go.
So let's see.
Okay.
I thought I invited
I got
her.
it
Okay,
now.
there she is.
All is
Perfect.
good. Okay, we are ready to rock and roll with Pear Deck. Thank you so much, Melissa, for showing us Cami. And I was a teacher using Cami in the classroom, which I actually really loved. So, and also was a teacher using Pear Deck. So
I did too.
Pear Deck
Same.
yeah, right. It's one of the best tools. So you're going to be able to make your lessons interactive with the power of Pear Deck. So Pear Deck can be already attached to your Google Slides. Whatever you already have pre-made with Google Slides, you can turn to something interactive. It's this simple. You're going to be able to click on the extensions menu, and then you're going to be able to click on add-ons, get add-ons, and you're just going to search Pear Deck in there. Install it, ready to go. It's a one click and you're ready to have interactive lessons. Once I open it up, you're going to see on the right-hand side of my screen, the Pear Deck sidebar, and that's where all the magic happens. You're going to be able to find any kind of question type here, add it to your pre-existing slide. Yep, you heard me right, pre-existing. You're going to be able to click on what you want. Let's say you want students to be able to type on this slide today. You can click on text. It's going to automatically put this little bar at the bottom so that you can now have interactivity, and it's going to do it in a matter of seconds. Now you're ready to go with Pear Deck's interactivity. Any and all of your slides can be added with interactivity, and it can be so quick to be able to do a whole presentation in 5 to 10 minutes max, saving you time because teachers don't have a lot of it. You also have the ability to then start your lesson right here in Google Slides. You would just click Start Lesson. It'll take you into 2 modes, student pace mode, which is students are the driver of the learning, doing it on their own time, even at school, or not at school, at home. And then also you have the instructor paced one where you're going to have teachers running the lesson. It's quick, easy. You log in, it's going to give the students a link. Well, you can drop a link into your Google Classroom if you want, because that also works. Or you can just have them type in this code right here, joinpd.com, type in the code, and you're ready for all that interactivity. So don't waste any more time having those boring slides. Get Pear Deck today, be able to make them all interactive, and do it with any and all of your pre-existing slides. That's all I have today.
Woo!
Oh, there's no
Nice. That was so awesome.
What is
Tell
up
us
with
more about
that?
Perry. You haven't mentioned Perry.
Hello, Pear Deck.
You gotta love Perry. You just have to.
Harry the platypus?
All right, well, I don't have like an actual website, but what I'm bringing today is what I've been up to. So for the past few years, I've been raising 2 crazy boys. So that's been taking over my life, I feel like. So AJ is now 3, which when we first started Global GEG, he was like sitting in my lap while I was doing live presentations, or like right next to me on the floor. So now he is bigger and walking. And then I just had Eli this past December, and Eli's 8 months. So it's been fun. It's been crazy. And one of my focuses right now in this past year has just been on creating a psychological safe environment. And we actually presented this at ISTE. I presented with Greta, and it was just a really fun session. So here's the session if you want to see the live session on creating those spaces. But it all kind of started with this community, Global GEG. It allowed that safe space for me because before having that space, I was afraid to speak up. And so this community is just something that is so dear to my heart because it provided that space where I was like, oh, they do make fun of me. But they support me and they care about what I have to say. And I just could not have had a better community without that. So I started to research what created this Global GEG community. Yes, it's all these amazing educators, but it's actually kind of a science as well when it comes to creating a safe space, because I wanted to recreate this space in other communities where I was involved in. So I just want to say thank you, Global GEG, for creating that safe space for me, because without you, I would not be the educator that I am today. And yes, including you, Avid, you provided that safe space for me. And everyone, I am Avid's champion.
I love that.
Did you say
Well,
including Avid or in spite of Avid? I'm not sure yet.
I love your message that you just shared. You have changed so many lives. I remember the email that I got from Stephanie. Do you want to join GEG? What is this? Okay, yes. Still remember that moment. I felt like, oh my God, I just joined a community. It was amazing.
But
Okay, so
really,
now
it is. It's everyone in this group. Like, you all really changed me as an educator. So thank you.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna cry, and I don't cry. I don't know.
we'll get time to
I-
cry in Sunnyvale. Sorry.
Group hugs, right?
Oh,
I just
definitely.
remember my tries to be a leader in the group. and how do you welcome it to me? And I want to share with you before my presentation. In these days, I have given my first mentoring for Google Workspace Admin Console in English to a school in Bahamas. So really, really grateful, because with you, I learn a lot, and I lose being afraid to talk in English more fluently than I did 2 years ago when I joined the group. And it's a great goal, and I am really proud for do that. And I have to say thank to all of one of you, because you helped me to take a new approach and to try, yes, try to do it. And now I am really, really happy, because I learned from you. I began giving my first sessions in English with Global, and now I am doing that as a job, and I am so glad to do that. So I have shared, and
It's amazing.
I think I'm the next Mel.
Nope, it's me.
No. Come on, Luis. Okay,
Uh-huh.
let's
Well,
go with Luis.
And his
So-
imaginary friend, Bard.
Oh, he's not that imaginary. Okay, so
You know where Bard comes from?
we've been, well, that Bard, but yeah, I think it has to do with the Bard, because, well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm gonna present to you guys. If you haven't tried, if you try and try it out, I'm sure everybody's heard of this new revolutionary thing called what is it? AI, I think, and people are going crazy, and everybody wants to incorporate AI in everything, and they never realized that we've been using it for a while, and just people haven't really noticed. But still, so everybody's heard of ChatGPT. Some people are even paying for ChatGPT, but lots of people don't know that Google came out with its own flavor of the large language model. So I'm going to show you guys what I've been playing around with, which is Bard. So Bard, you type in bard.google.com, and you're presented with this interface. The first time it will tell you that, he makes stuff up. It makes stuff up. It sometimes works around. I'm at the office, so there's people actually working behind me. Not that I'm not working, but and it's really cool because you get to talk to Bard and you get to do stuff with Bard. And Bard, compared to ChatGPT, has one nice thing, is that Bard is current. Because if you use the free version of ChatGPT, you can only get stuff that it knows up to 2021. And I don't know if you guys know, but it's 2023 already. So it's 2 years of stuff that it doesn't know. Not only that, but Bard is connected to the internet. So you can ask it stuff about things that are going on, and you can like give it web addresses and stuff, and it'll try and help you out. But what's really, really cool is you can give Bard pictures and it can interpret them, which is insane. So for example, I'm gonna give you guys an example. This is a question I asked Bard recently, which is I asked them if this cat, which is my cat, is one of my cats, if that cat was male or female, discuss this, excuse the mess. And then actually Bard said that the cat is a female because it sees that it's a calico, and calico cats are generally female unless they're like mutants and they have XXY chromosomes, and then they could be male, but they'd be sterile, which I thought was insane. So I was thinking of like doing weird stuff. So I pulled a couple of pictures that I have up here, and I pulled a couple of pictures that I have from my from my travels. So this is a picture of Lucerne, Switzerland, and I'm going to ask it to see if it knows where it is.
This reminds me of, is this the new Ask Jeeves from my day?
Could be. And if you guys sign up for the Google Labs, when you search for stuff in Google, it's gonna do stuff with it. So look, so the image you sent is of the Chapel Bridge in Lucerne, Switzerland. What's really cool, I don't know, does this transmit the audio if I ask it to read? Let's see. Are you getting the audio? No,
You
well,
have
it's
to
too bad.
click share audio on the Zoom. That's all.
I have to click share audio on the Zoom. Since I am a dork at Zoom, is there like somewhere in particular?
It's when you share
Oh
screen.
yeah, share sound. Okay. I'll do it again. It's okay. Let's try again.
The bridge is a covered wooden footbridge spanning the Reuss River. It is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Lucerne,
It's
and it
insane.
offers stunning views of the city and the surrounding mountains.
Ah, so
Oh
like
my,
it
that's
recognizes
pretty cool.
pictures, and you can ask it to do stuff about the pictures. Let's do. I have another one in here somewhere. I don't know if it's the same picture. I could be asking. No, this one. So, and of course, I don't know if it's cheating with the location information in the metadata in the this one. Of course, it gets context because now I'm asking, and this one. Let's see what it says. We all know where it is, I hope. Oh, come on. Ooh. That's Vegas.
The image you sent is of the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France. The Eiffel Tower is a wrought iron.
So I think it's really awesome. And it also cites sources for the information that it got. So I think it's insane. The other really cool things that it's doing right now is you can sometimes, not when you want it though, you can export it to like Google Docs or to Gmail. So if you ask it to help you compose something, it'll automatically have a little compose button and it'll just throw it to Gmail and you can just like press send and it's insane. And that's why I really, really love my new friend, Bard.
That's pretty amazing.
I've been using your friend Bard too. Now that I'm teaching computer science, there's a lot of time I can just say, hey, can you write me some HTML code to blah? And it'll do it. I can put it in, and then I can be like, can you make it green? So I can just use like my dumb talk, make it purple, and it'll do it. It's so cool.
I run like a whole bunch of weird things at work, and I have a folder that contains many folders, and each folder contains a bunch of files. And I needed like a listing of all the files within the folder. And with Windows, it's easy. With Mac, it's easy. But with Google Drive, it's a pain in the butt. So I wanted to see how I could find out. So I actually asked Bart, hey, could you help me write like Google script so that you could give me a list of all the files within a folder with all the recursive, with all the folders in the folder? And it would spit out a code. I'd copy and paste it within Google Apps script. It would run. I said, you know what? I like it, but could you have it in a table and the table be with like addresses and web addresses and stuff for everything? And it did it. It's wonderful.
I trained some teachers on Bard today to be their teaching assistant, like send an email home about a student who's not doing very well in the class. Never give it names, never give it personal information. And I stress that. But it can write a letter for you based on that information that you can put the names in, and then you can send it right to your Gmail and send it.
Yeah. And then it'll remember. So if you tell it, you know what, I like the letter, but please make it friendlier or make it whatever, and it'll readjust everything for you. It's awesome.
And then it gives you like 3 different versions.
That too.
That's awesome too. So I guess I'm next, right?
You are, Judy.
Okay, so we're gonna give this a try.
Judy, tell us what you've been up to.
Well, I have been working on the farm. No, not really. My husband works on the farm. I live on a farm with 104,000 chickens and some beef cows. And we just had like, I don't know, a tornado that came through and took down 12 trees. So it was not fun. But I am working in my school district as a trainer for 7 different elementary schools. And I'm excited to go to the symposium in Sunnyvale too.
Wait. Can we just come back to what did you say 104,000 chickens?
Thousands. Yes, I heard 1,000 too.
104,000, yes.
That's 104 kilo chickens. It's way too many chickens.
I mean, how big is the farm?
How many chicken nuggets is that?
We get them when they're little and we raise them until they're big enough to lay eggs, and then they go to another farm.
So wait, did you count them one by one?
We do. When we put them in, we count them one by one.
104,000 chickens.
Wow.
I'm not the only one putting them in there. There's multiple people helping.
It's still way too many chickens.
It's crazy.
Do you name all of them, and do you know the names?
I have no idea.
I think you have a machine to count them, no?
No, we do it by hand. We just, as we're taking them out, they come in a truck and they come in a box, and then we take them out one by one and count them and make sure that we got as many as they say they're giving us. We have to make sure.
And they're all female? Because you're raising them
No.
to lay?
Because when they're first born, you can't tell if they're male or female.
Okay.
So eventually. we
Okay,
do.
so let's go on to practice sets because or else we're gonna talk about chickens for an hour.
Yeah, so practice sets, so, we're talking about AI, so practice sets has some AI built into it as well. So practice sets is available in Google Classroom. Now it's only available for Google Workspace, Education Plus, and Education, Teaching, and Learning. So if you have one of those, this is an amazing thing that you can do in Google Classroom. I'm going to show you how to do it. But just recently, just this week, literally, I think Monday or Tuesday, I got the ability to start adding my own help resources into practice sets. So I'm going to show you. Whoops, wrong page. Hang on. I'm not used to Google. I'm used to Google Meets.
As we all are.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it was my idea.
I prefer Zoom so over Google Meets right now. So this is good for me.
Okay. But practice sets in Google Classroom live right here. And you can create practice sets that you can assign as assignments for your students to take. So I'm just going to show you this adding and subtracting fractions set that I already made. Let's see. How is it not opening? Okay, there it is. So what I do here is I have
Judy,
to.
we still see your screen where it says practice sets.
Oh,
Just so you
okay.
know,
Thank you.
because I think you're showing us in. I wonder, go back to Zoom and the share screen and then pick the screen you want to share.
Yeah, I think you need to share your entire screen, maybe not just a tab.
Yeah, try that.
Okay, hang on. Resume share. All right, I got to get back. Sorry.
That's okay.
Share.
Did I tell y'all I had another wedding? My daughter got married last year.
How was it?
Congratulations.
It was really good. Yeah. So I had another wedding. Remember we had two?
And you have a new pool at your house.
We did. I finally convinced my husband to get a pool, like after years of begging.
I see that you use it often and I love it.
I do. It's been my childhood dream to always have a pool. Like it finally came true when I was 47. Took a long time.
So you can see my screen now?
Yes, we see it.
Hey, okay, good. So this is a practice set that I made already, and you're going to see if I go into edit it, this is some of the information that I have. So I was able to grab this, first of all, from a PDF and take snippets and put it in here from a worksheet that I already had. And I can show you briefly how to do that in a minute, but I want to show you down here these resources. So here's the problem, here's my correct answer, and here is actually an equation editor keyboard, so I can actually put things in as a fraction relatively easily. But I can look here and find skills, so I can search skills, which you can see I already searched skills and it found add fractions. But now down here are resources. So these are resources that if the student gets the answer wrong, it's going to give them some help. So one of the things here is a hint. So you can see here, the hint is written right here so that you can edit, you can add your own resource. If I wanted to add my own YouTube video, I can add a link in there. And then here's some other videos that I might want the student to see. So, and I can rearrange these so one of them comes before the other. And let's see how this works as a student. So your student gets this and they are going to then go ahead, and I guess I'm going to have, can you see this screen? Did it switch to the student view? Perfect. Okay, so now I'm in the student view and I want the student to show their work so they can then click here and they can actually show their work down in here by using an inking tool. So they can show their work, but for the purpose of this, I'm not going to show my work. I'm just going to answer the question wrong. So I am going to put in the wrong answer, and then I'm going to check my answer. And I got it wrong. So do you see this light bulb up here that just lit up? This gives me the ability to show a hint. So here's the hint that I got, but I'm not sure. So I can go up top here and I can click the extra help. And now I can go and watch a video or check out any of these other resources to try to do better with my answer. And then I can try again when I'm ready. So now I'm going to try again and put the correct answer in and check it. And it lets me know if it's right or wrong. And I got a check mark. So now I'm ready to move on to another one. But I promised you that I would show you how you can add this in from a PDF. So I do want to show you that. So I'm going to go ahead and close this tab, go back here. And I am going to go ahead and add another question to this. So I'm going to click on the plus sign and I am going to import. So I'm going to import and it's going to take me to my Google Drive and I'm going to search for a worksheet. And once I pull this worksheet up, so I'm going to use this one and open it. And now I can quickly go through here and say, oh, I really wanted to use this one. So I'm going to use this one. And I think I want to use this one also. And now I'm just going to import those two questions and it's going to put them right in here. So now it's imported the questions. All I need to do is put in the correct answer. And then I can see the suggested resources. Let's see, I don't know if that's what I want. Let's see. And these resources are here. And again, I can add my own hint or my own YouTube video right here. So this is super easy, but I do want to show you what it looks like once the students have completed this. So we're going to go back here to my classroom. And we're going to go to my classwork. And here's my practice set that my students already completed. So I'm going to review the work. And what I'm going to see is the questions or the assessment and what my students got right, what they didn't get right. And I can see this all at a quick glance. And I can see the ones that are in a dark green, those students got right the first time. A lighter green, they had to try it more than once. And red, they didn't get it at all. And I can drill into that individual student and then I can see what they got. And then I can see what their first attempt was as well. So this gives me a lot of information as a teacher that I can use to maybe just change the way I'm going to teach. Like, what are the students getting? What are they not getting? And identify concepts that we need to work on. That's it in a nutshell. But it's amazing and there's so much more to it, but I'm not going to take up all your time.
That's really nice. That seems handy for the teacher and the students. I love
And
those hints that you can put in.
I was listening, but I was also working. Did you mention that kids can have also like a scratch pad so that they can work it out if they have like a pen enabled device or stuff?
Yep.
Does it show you what they write?
Yes, it does.
Oh, it's awesome.
It is amazing.
We don't have plus, we have fundamentals, so we can't play with it.
It's amazing.
Oh, I just have to say, I love how you had that Cami section in your Google Classroom.
I know, right?
Is Cami something new? Should we know about it?
You should know about it.
Guess who my trainer was for Cami? We just got Cami. Guess who my trainer was?
It was so exciting.
Red? Okay, I do have to hop off, but I think this would be a good moment for those watching to take a nice picture with us.
Oh, yes.
So let's do that real quick before I leave. Because if it doesn't happen, then I really wasn't here, right? Okay, so on the count of 3, and again, pause the video, take your screenshot with us so you can post it on social media and tag all of us. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, Avid, I missed the thumbs. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, bye guys. Keep doing amazing things.
Bye, Steph.
Bye.
See you in California. No, she left.
Who's next? Who's next?
Don't tell that, Luis, because I am not going to see you in California, but
You're gonna see pictures of us in California.
I will see you in pictures, and I'll send you pictures from Mexico too.
I'm sure. Everybody wants to see is the Singapore pictures to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think so. Okay,
Who's next?
next.
I think it is Gerardo. You're next, right?
Oh,
Yep.
now it's my time. Okay. Yeah, I really like to show you one thing that I think that nobody cares about it. And what is it about? Many times we don't take the interest in having our time organized, and not all most of us in Mexico, for example, in Latin America, are used to have an organized calendar. So I think that one of the tools that many people knows is exactly what I am going to show you now. And it is about, let me know if I am showing the correct screen. Is my calendar?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. So now we have to know that we have many options to create events. And one of them is about appointment schedule. When you have the need to contact parents or another college, maybe you will need to precise time you are available. And many times, just people will like to share, to search your calendar for a little space to talk with you. But if you anticipate this with appointment schedule that you have to activate in your configuration, you will have the possibility to create a very useful space to share with the people who is liking to talk with you, or with the people that you should give some service or some attention in a precise time. So I can add just a title. Now I will write interviews, and then I can establish the time of duration of that interview. Or maybe it will be 30 minutes, and I will set the time that I will be available for people. So I can just have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I can add some other blocks of time to share with people. I'm gonna leave all days for effects of the practice, because you can see in my screen the blocks of booking that you can choose from this kind of tool. So you could show your scheduling window, and you could go next. Maybe you can have a description, you can have the location or conferencing, you can establish Meet for remote interviews, and you can say, what is it about in your description? And something that I just found very interesting and important is that you can set the booking form, not just fields for name or fields for email address. Just you can add some other fields that may be useful for anticipate your interview or your day with that people. So you can add maybe the phone number, or you can add a custom item as I don't know about the cows of the reunion of the meeting. So you just add item and establish a provider, and you will have it on your phone. And you can have two booking confirmations and reminders just for make invitations on calendar or email reminder. Then you can save your appointment schedule, and you will have to see and to share the booking page. Now you have been set your dates, and you will have all these blocks for booking. So people, with you are sharing your booking page, will choose the correct option for them and make their appointment ready for you. So I think that it is a really great tool that no much of us use for. And I think that sharing this with you could be interesting and could be useful for your practice. So, I really wish that this practice could help in your daily, and you will have a good appreciation of it. That's it. No more time for me, but I'm really happy to be here. I'm so excited. I'm sorry.
They made a lot of updates to this. It looks so sleek. I guess I haven't seen it in a while, but it looks so good.
Thanks, Melissa.
My
So,
teachers use it for parent-teacher conferences.
yeah,
I've had it since this is now appointment schedules. It used to be availability schedules or something. It had another name before, and it looked uglier. This one looks really nice, and I've had it up since they released it. Today was the first time that a teacher used it to like for my open office hours. It's like the first time anybody's used it. I gave the guy a chocolate because he was awesome, because it was the first time ever somebody used it.
Nice. Well, I
Also,
love the
along with
look.
that, I had a link in my email, in my Gmail at the bottom
Same
with my
here.
summer appointments so that people could book.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
it's just that nobody's ever clicked on it.
it's a difficult practice for Latins,
Oh
Luis.
yes.
Yeah, we don't used to have a really organized calendar,
I
and
really
I
like
think
it.
it is really useful. So thanks, Melissa, for the reunion, and I'm really happy to see you.
I know
I can be ready to say that.
It's so great to see everybody on here. We used to get on these all the time. Remember in Google Meet, we used to get on all the time. All right. So who is next? Rick, you are next.
Yep, it's me. Yeah, as far as updates go, since 2020, I was teaching beginner band, and now I'm in my same district again because I left the district and I've come back, and now I teach computer science. But along the way, I picked up a couple side hustles. I noticed Stephanie was one of her things said ISTE certified educator. One of the things that I do now is I work for ISTE certified ed as an ISTE certified educator trainer. So if you go through and become an ISTE certified educator, I might be one of your trainers.
So it's a badge you didn't have that you needed to get, right?
Because
I
he
didn't
has
have
all
the
the
trainer one.
badges.
I didn't have the trainer one, so yeah, I had to do that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I get to meet teachers from all over the world and tell them how to use the ISTE standards better. It's kind of fun. And I gotta say, American teachers are pretty good, but there's some crazy dedication. The teachers I've met all over the world, because it's scheduled here, like for hours that work for me, and I'll have people joining on at like 4 a.m. For them just to go through the training. I'm like, dang, I wouldn't do that.
Remind me, Rick, I have a weird spreadsheet where you check off which ISTE standards you want, and it'll just like write them out in like one big line with all the names for the standards and everything.
That's
It's
awesome.
interesting. Yeah.
We haven't told them they can't use AI yet in their training, and nor will we. All right, so I'm going to talk about Moat. Have any of you heard of Moat?
The Moat in God's Eye, the book?
Yes, that. Also, is there stuff in front of my screen, or can you actually see my slide?
We can actually see your slide.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to make this quick because you've all heard of Moat, but if you haven't, it's a really fantastic way to make all of your feedback personal. So I made this a live link, so you would click, you download it from the Chrome web store, and once it's installed, it's going to be one of those things that is up here, right? I have this one. This one obviously is the most important one. Every teacher needs confetti cannon. And if you don't already have the balloons, you really should get the balloons, because not only do they come up really slowly, you can pop them. But anyway, so yeah, there's the Moat extension that you can get from the web store. When you do that, you click it, you can start recording a Moat voice note, which is hard to say. Moat voice note. Anyway, now it's copied to my clipboard, but if I want to take a look at it, I can click it, and it's also translating it. Hard to say. Oh, it's spelled Moat wrong, but I can just go in and fix it. And this is really great for accessibility because I can also then go in here and translate it. Can you all see that, by the way?
Yeah.
All this stuff, like tell me to pick a language, say when to stop.
Hebrew.
Okay.
Hebrew. Okay. Bamf. Doink.
Oh, wow.
And that's pretty cool.
Obviously we can all read that. I can't. But that's because I only talk one language, which is
American.
Yeah, American. So and then it'll translate it back. It changed molts again. But anyway, so Moat, pretty fantastic tool. I've also got it up here that MoatCon is coming up. Luis will be speaking at that, and so will Stephanie. MoatCon, if you want to, you can go ahead and go to moat.com/MoatCon to see who's speaking at it. And then I've also, again, doing all my little side hustles. One of the things I'm doing now is I'm writing articles for Moat's thing called Classroom Ideas. So if you want to know how to use Moat in Gmail, or if you like app smashing, we got Moat and ThingLink here as well. So you can go ahead and check those out. All the Moat goodness brought to you by Moat. Also, because I haven't said it enough, Moat. And the word Moat. Done.
Yes, Moat. I remember using Moat a lot when it came to giving like student instructions. Oh, it was so beneficial.
And it's great to embed into slides because like your students are going to take the time to read it. So use Moat.
All right, who is up next? We have Avid.
Last but not least, isn't it? Oh, well. Anyway, updates. Yeah, like I said at the start, it's been a busy year. I've been fortunate to, in addition to doing IT directory things, I've been fortunate to visit the world. I've been speaking at conferences in South Africa, all around the UK. It's been wonderful. South Africa was an amazing experience. The educators out there are so inspiring. I can't wait to go back. That was an amazing experience. But like Luis, I am very, very excited for the symposiums. Gutted I couldn't get out to California, but hopefully on brand, Rick, I'll be at ISTE next year. So finally, hopefully make the that all elusive trip to the States. But right, time to share the screen. Yeah, how do we do this, Rick?
Down at the bottom, there's a green thing that says share screen. You found it.
There you
Never
go.
mind. You got this.
Cool. Right, so I'm going to talk about my new friend, which is Canva. And again, I was very fortunate to go to the new Canva headquarters here in London that recently opened, and I got to meet the founders of Canva, which was great, and we had a really great evening with them and heard about their story and stuff. But Canva has been an amazing tool that I have been using far too much over the last year or so, and on brand with the topic on AI. I definitely want to talk about one of my favorite crowd-pleasing things, which is Canva Magic Edit. So can you see the wonderful picture of me now on the screen? So I'm just going to quickly show you. So I've imported this headshot of myself, and we're going to use Canva's Magic Edit feature to change the clothing that I'm wearing, which is great. So I've imported this image into Canva, and then if I click on Edit Photo in the top left here, I get some features here. Remove the background. We all know what that does. It's funny, it never takes this long when you're not presenting, but when you start presenting, it seems to take forever. But as you can see, really quickly, it's changed the background. But what we want to do is we want to look at Magic Edit. Now, it's given me a brush here, so I'm going to, just for the sake of speeding up the time, I'm going to make the brush larger. And now I'm going to very roughly just color over the clothing that I'm wearing. And so I will just very roughly color over that, and then I will hit continue, and I will say I need to look suave for my event later on this week. So I will say that I want to be in a business suit, and then as soon as I hit generate, you'll see it will start doing its churning. All of the AI in the background will start working, and you will see it puts me into a very, very suave looking business suit. And if I don't like this particular one, it gives me a few more options here. It does mess things up sometimes, as we know AI likes to do. We can also generate new results. So I can hit generate new result there, and you'll see after a few more seconds of churning, it will find me 4 new photos. Right, I think that one looks very, very cool. And yeah, you can see the power of quick AI editing there. And then you can also do funky things like even changing the background. So again, if I was to hit Magic Edit, let's make it even larger and just quickly roughly color over the back there. And we'll just quickly, very roughly again, color over that. And then I will say that I'm in my business suit. And of course, I am going to be in my executive office that I'm definitely always working from and never out and about at conferences. And then you can see what it does. It will churn again, and it will literally put me into a suave looking office there with a country flag in the background. So definitely some diplomacy stuff going on there, and it's extenuated my ears, funnily enough, which is definitely interesting. But yeah, that's Canva's Magic Edit features. Definitely go for Canva, and remember, if you're an educator, you have free access to Canva. Get in touch with the team at Canva, and they can sign you up with a free account for your entire school and stuff. And I just wanted to share a quick bonus tip here. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner there, I've got a QR code, but that doesn't look like any QR code that we normally see. If you search Google for Hugging Face QR code art, you can go onto this website and create some really, really crazy QR code art. So you can tell it what website you want to, what link you want the QR code to point to, and then you give it a prompt. So this particular prompt is bright sunshine coming through the cracks of wet cave wall of big rocks. And you can see it puts the QR code straight onto the image. And there are a few more examples here. So you've got a sky view of colorful lakes and rivers flowing through the desert. And then
so
I think
cool.
the last one is a sky view of highly aesthetic ancient Greek thermal baths in beautiful nature. So definitely visit Hugging Face QR code art and start playing with the prompts. I would do one now, but it takes an awful long time to generate. So but definitely give that a go.
Wow, that's pretty neat. You mean I paid for my AI pictures and I just could have gone in Canva and created those, gave all my information out there to the world so I can get these AI pictures. I love what you shared. Hey, did you know that you can share a Canva design and open it up with Cami if you have the extension? Just saying.
And
Love
what
it,
was
Melissa.
Cammy again?
Yes, that's one of our new features that came out. You go to share and it says open with Cami if you have the extension.
And you can assign an assignment in Google Classroom with it too.
Yes, you can. Thank you, Judy. I'm not excited about working for Cami, am I?
Yeah, and I share that with you because I am a Kami hero.
Yay!
I love Kami.
All the people are really amazing there. Yeah, it's such a great place to be at. And I know we have some other, let me go ahead and share my screen because I have some friends who couldn't be here with us. And I do want to make sure that we include them in the in our today, our reunion. So I'm going to go ahead and reshare my screen and let's get that so that way you can see. So building blocks. So we have Stephanie. She's taking us to her YouTube video. Let's see what Stephanie has to say. Make sure I'm sharing my sound so we can hear her.
Hi everyone, Steph Rothstein here. I just want to say sorry I can't be there in person. I, like many of you, are at work doing lots. So I just want to say a giant congratulations to all of Global and to all the teachers out there starting their school year. I wanted to show you one thing that has saved me so much time in Google Docs. So it is this area right here under insert called building blocks. It is my favorite thing. You should explore all of them. The product roadmaps, I will show you what it looks like to insert a few of these. So I have altered a product roadmap here. They look really pretty if you're trying to do project progress, and you can do drop downs. They have automatic ones and you can alter them as needed. Another top tip, I like using emojis to help to chart particular types of things when I'm making charts. This next area is actually if you want to insert, and it's my favorite one, it's under building blocks, so we're already in it, but it's under building blocks, so insert building block, and it's the email draft. I love this if you are a person that needs to collaboratively write an email. So if you are a department chair, you're working with somebody else and you need to write an email together, you can actually type the email out. So I can write the subject like global is awesome. And then I could start to type my email, typing email here. And what I would end up doing is once I figure out I can even put particular people in the email, when I'm ready to, then I can send it and it will actually open up a screen that has my Gmail with the email in it. What is really amazing about this is that you can collaboratively work on email. It's actually the same also for the calendar insert. So you can make a calendar event and then open it and add it to your calendar. So if you need to work on things collaboratively, building blocks in Docs is my favorite thing. Good luck to you as you begin your school year. If you're starting your school year, wherever you are, hi and bye from me to you. You can find me at Steph Roth EDU everywhere. Bye, everyone.
Love that and love her. So I'm so glad she was able to put her tip in there and let us know what she's been up to. Let's move along to our next friend. Let's see I think this is Mel. This is Mel. She's going to share what she has been up to. So flip into intro. Let's listen up. She has a great name, by the way.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Aveling or Melissa Aveling. If you're one of my new students, okay, you address me as Miss Aveling. This video, okay, is like an example of something I'm going to ask you to do as well. So I know how to pronounce your name and how you want to be called, because I know everyone's from different parts of the world. So it's important for me to know how I should correctly pronounce your name. So this is why I have this first part of the video. So some basic information about myself. So I am Australian and also half Malaysian. My mum is from Malaysia. Most recently, I have been teaching in Colombia. I was there for 4 years. And before that, I was in Taiwan for 5 years. And before that, I was teaching in Australia. And this year at BMIS, I'm teaching grades 8 to 12 for mathematics. So I really enjoy playing tennis and going hiking and camping, like the outdoors in general. And waterfalls, I have a bit of an obsession with them. They're epic and I love them. And yeah, I did bring my violin here to Malawi, even though I haven't played it for so long, but it's with me just in case I want. I used to play it a very long time ago. So a couple of final words from me about two of my key values. One is communication and the other is growth. So with communication, please let me know if you have any doubts, any questions, anything you have to share. I cannot read your mind, so please communicate with me. And the second one is about growth. So whether you hate mathematics or you love it or you don't really care about it, I think all of you have something to give and all of you have the potential to learn something during this year and grow. Okay, so I'm looking forward to meeting you very soon, and bye for now.
I love that, how she creates that. So I struggle with pronouncing names. So I love that she's having her students do that. She wants us to play this. Let's see what she has to say. Did it switch screens? It did.
It did.
Okay, perfect. Oh, it's not playing, is it?
I'm not hearing it. No.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it either. Okay, well, you'll be able to click on that because we are going to leave you with the slides so that way you can come back, because some of us have some clickable pieces on there. So we're going to leave that with you. But let's move on. We have another friend. Let's see what Paula has to say.
Hi, fellow Googly friends. It's Paula Perryman from Olympia, Washington. What I'm doing now, I am a career and tech education director in Olympia, Washington for the school district. My role there is to be in charge of all career and tech education programs. But since I'm Googly, you know that I am bringing all the Google Workspace stuff to the classroom. So I work directly with career and tech education teachers, primarily at the middle school level, but clear up to the freshman year, where we use Google Applied Digital Skills and a bunch of stuff that I've created in partnership with teachers in our district to make sure that kids before they graduate high school, but hopefully before they enter their sophomore year, have a really good understanding of all the cool stuff that they can do in Google Workspace. I am the only certified administrator and trainer in my district. So I love that I have become a kind of the support person for Juristic Ride for staff and students. It's so cool because I get to do lots of different things every day, and I'm kind of in an administrative role, but I get to continue to do the cool stuff that I was doing when I was an active mentor and coach. So it's been great. It's been a crazy 2 years learning the new job, and it's super exciting that I finally feel like I have my feet underneath me and I get to join you. I hope to see some of you in Sunnyvale. I just heard this morning that I was accepted to the Sunnyvale Symposium. So I'll add my stuff to the spreadsheet that Stephanie sent out, and I hope to see you guys there. But if not, it's nice to kind of be back and be able to share with you guys. I hope to see you all soon. Bye.
Nice. Let me stop that.
Cool.
Let's move on. Let's see. All right, we have someone else who's joined too. Let's see who this
Frederick
is.
Crawford.
Hello,
Good
this
name.
is Frederick Crawford. I'm one of the global GEG leaders. GEG has been a great influence in my life. It has exposed me to so many AI softwares where I'm just constantly learning. I'm expanding ways of teaching, differentiating, and everything. So right now, I just finished teaching summer school at Eleanor Roosevelt Senior High School. One of the best experiences in my teaching career, even in my life. And I'm going to be teaching seventh grade again at Drew Freeman Middle School. So what I wanted to do was take some time to show you what I have used Loom for, and as well in conjunction to using Loom, I also use Jamboard just to do my little writing. So right here, as you can see, I have constructed a proof about reflecting, about a line where that line is y equals x equals -1. So I was going ahead, going through the processes, showing them the proof, and then I wanted to use that proof in order to deduce what happens every time you reflect any type of point about y equals -x. So I hope this helped. GEG has been wonderful, and I cannot wait to get back on the live stream and collaborate some more. Thank you.
Thank you so
Hello,
much.
this
Uh-oh, here he
is
goes again. I just love hearing all the stories that people are sharing, how GEG has really changed their life as far as the connections they are making with others. So thank you so much for sharing that as well. Let's see, who do we have? Oh, who is this? Let's see. I told you I'm horrible with names. I know him. I know him.
Oh, Jared.
Yes, Jared.
Hey, Global GEG, how are you? This is Jared Johnson coming to you from a recording because I just can't make it live today. School is starting and leading an after-school PD on Cami. So,
I
fun
hear Cami
there.
come up again.
I hope y'all are doing well. I'm wearing my Energizer shirt because I feel like this is kind of like an Energizer, getting everybody back together and talking about cool things with Google and other ed tech tools. So I hope you all are doing well. A couple updates about me. I left public school after 16 years and came to private school to be a technology coach, which has been a very cool and interesting transition. A lot of cool things, a lot of similarities to public school. So really, it has been kind of a cool experience doing that. Of course, this summer, they came to me and asked me if I would like one more job because, why not? And they made me director of the Makerspace. So this is one of my rooms here. I will have a couple of classes, which is cool because it'll be fun to interact with students. But you can see here, this is a really cool space. I have 3D printers. I'm trying to get them to work. Laser cutter, vinyl cutters, t-shirt maker, all those kind of things to get students and teachers to come in and create. It's kind of a neat thing to be able to kind of work with teachers in another way to integrate technology and building and STEM kind of rolled all into one. So as this space, of course I have a second classroom because who doesn't want more space? And this room here will double also as a PD room. As you can see, we'll do Cami from here. I got robots and circuits and all sorts of different things in here. If you have a space like this in your school, or if you've done anything like this with your teachers, let me know because this is all brand new to me. A lot of stuff is kind of Greek. For example, 3D printing. I'm trying to get this kind of stuff figured out. Fingers crossed for me. Say a prayer. All right, but what am I going to bring to the dinner table for this GEG event? I'm going to show you a cool feature in Google Classroom that I am very excited about. All right, I apologize. I am filming this TikTok style, I know. However, and if somebody else is covering this, I apologize for taking away any thunder, or maybe this is a repeat. But I really love this new feature, Visit a Class. So if you're new to Visit a Class, your Google administrator has to set it up and allow access to certain people. So principals, administrators, coaches, instructional assistants, special ed teachers, the whole gamut. You can allow access. And so what that allows a person to do is to visit another teacher's Google Classroom without being a co-teacher. I'm sure, you know, I've been a co-teacher before, and when you're a co-teacher in a lot of different classes, just to be able to look in, your Google Classroom screen becomes very, very full. So this, I really like this because you can go visit a class. You type in either the teacher's name or the student's name or email address, and it'll automatically populate. And that is really cool. So you can go in and visit and see what that student is up to and what they're learning in class, upcoming assignments, and things like that without being a co-teacher. And of course, as a coach, you can provide support with that. So I think that is really cool. I like the transparency of it because it does let the teacher know when you are visiting their class. So if I visit a class, I'll just say, hey, Jared Johnson is visiting your class. So I do like that transparency there because, again, not to spook anybody or anything like that. It just lets the teacher know, hey, this person is checking in on hopefully a student. Let's be honest. I hope it's a student that people are checking in on and not teachers. Can't afford to lose any more teachers. All right, well, that's it for me. Miss you guys. Love all of you. I wish you all the best. I look forward to hoping to collaborate together soon. And so this was a really great thing. Thank you, Stephanie, for organizing this. Catch y'all later.
All right. Yes.
Any NYC 2019, just throwing that out there. He was
Oh, so he was with that group, huh?
yeah, a pretty good group. I'm just saying. Not that it's a competition, but me and Luis were in that too. Just
I mean, I feel like Avid counts with my group because he was a coach. So he's VIA 20. He counts with me.
I'm waiting.
Hey,
I'm
Global
waiting
GEG.
I'm waiting for it to happen again.
I know. Hopefully it
Yup.
will. I wonder if, if even like this symposium is like, I didn't get to experience the in-person, so I am excited about doing this because I feel like this is my opportunity to meet the people and connect in person and experience that. So I'm super excited too about that.
All we'll say, Judy, is stay tuned.
This was
I'm
great.
Guess where I'm going before I go to Sunnyvale?
Where?
Miss USA.
oh, is your daughter in?
Oh,
No,
that's
her friend,
amazing.
it's a couple friends that are competing.
Cool.
And so, it's happening the end of September. So why not go to Reno before I go to Sunnyvale?
I mean, you have to, right? Like, I think it's a rule.
Sure. But my packing's going to be like one way this way for one and way this way for the other.
You can wear cocktail dresses to the symposium. I'm sure it's the same.
I mean, you can wear sparkle anywhere.
For sure. Exciting.
Oh my goodness. This was a lot of fun. I love reconnecting with you guys and this has been fun. So thank you so much for coming on and letting us just chat and share what we've been doing, and we hope to connect with you too. So let us know. Let's connect on the X. I mean, can I say Twitter anymore?
I don't know, man.
So let's connect on the X and I'll re-X you, whatever that means. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.